Before we get into the video, I just want to quickly mention that fall is coming up, and if you want to bundle up with the Zombie Killer sweatshirt or the Perkaholic Anonymous sweatshirt, now is the time to do it before it's gone. A link is in the description.
Now we are on to Black Ops 2. I present to you Transit. The world has been blown up. There's a robot driving a bus. We're in Seattle or Washington, I think. It's the year 2020, and we get a whole new squad because the old squad of Tank, Takio, and Nikolai are stuck in the moon with Samantha. Richtofen is again controlling everything. Except Maxis, who somehow controls technology, which isn't everything, but just some things. Only some people hear Richtofen and some people hear Maxis. And Richtofen's like, I got a lot of power, but I don't have enough power. And I need pylons to give me more power. So I need people to build pylons to give me more power. And Maxis is like, no. We don't want Richtofen to have power. I need power. So I'm going to have people build pylons to give me more power. And now you see the struggle. Because who do I listen to? Maxis or Richtofen? Did I ever introduce either of them?
Richtofen you did, and Maxis you sort of did, but Derice was kind of sticky.
Oh, good enough.
Yeah.
You have a person named Maxis and a person named Richtofen. Richtofen convinces Stuhlinger. Well, how do I do this? How do I tell two parallel stories?
Pick the canon version.
Which one's the canon version?
Not Richtofen's ending.
Maxis is canon?
Yeah, it sucks, don't it?
Fuck.
Yeah.
Okay, they don't listen to Richtofen. They listen to Maxis, and they build pylons for Maxis at Transit. It doesn't matter. The map's shit anyway. Why are you texting me in the middle? Why are you texting in the middle of my story?
I'm not. That's just my mom's checking in on me.
That was incredibly rude of your mom. She needs to know that. At Transit, they build a pylon for Maxis, I guess, and not Richtofen. Now, we're at Die Rise. Welcome to the greatest map of all time. At Die Rise, we built another pylon. The same crew, but I never introduced this crew. We have Stuhlinger. He's a conspiracy theory nut. We have Misty. She's like a farm girl. You have Marlton. He's a nerd. And then you have Russman. He's a homeless man. He's also a Broken Arrow agent. But you don't need to know about that. There's comics, but I'm not going to tell you about comics because books are for nerds. And we're not nerds. We're Zombies fans, which are like nerds but different. At Die Rise, we played through what is generally considered by most critics the single greatest map of all time. In the single greatest map of all time, we built a pylon for Maxis, allegedly according to the canon, according to Reed, but Reed doesn't know shit. While we're there, we build the Sliquifier, we have a fun time, we play with verticality, we move on to Buried. Somehow, Russman has turned into a leader. We realize this man's not just a homeless man, he has a heart. And that heart helps us in a western town in Africa that got teleported there because when Maxis blew up the Earth, the Ethery got fucked with. Now, a western town in America is in Africa. We're making the world whole again.
What's the Ethery?
Yeah, you had the Ether. You know what? Fuck the Ether. We're not going to talk about the Ether. This retelling of the zombie storyline will not feature the Ether. There will be no Ether, because Aiden and I don't know what the Ether is. I don't think anybody does. It's like Star Wars. It's the Force. The Ether is the Force, okay? That's all. We're not going any deeper. And we need to fix the Force by building pylons for Maxis. So what do they do at Buried in Africa, in a western town that got teleported through the Force? We build a pylon. Does Maxis put Rick? Yeah. Maxis is now in control of everything, not just technology. And Richtofen is in control of nothing. And now that he's in control of nothing, Maxis puts his body in the body of a zombie. And the zombie just runs around and acts like a zombie. You can kill him and he comes back like around later. And Maxis is like, yeah, now that I'm in control of everything, I'm so pissed off, I'm going to ruin the world and destroy everything, right?
Yeah, but like, what were they both like racing towards? Didn't they both want to go somewhere?
Disneyland? No, they didn't want to go anywhere. Oh, they want to go to Argotha. Why did they want to go to Argotha? Maxis and Richthofen wanted to go to Argotha. I don't know why, but they did. And Maxis got there first. But Samantha wasn't very happy about that, but we'll learn about that later. That is the Black Ops 2 storyline. Oh, we never did Mob of the Dead.
Oh, God. Oh, no. Oh, my God.
In a parallel universe,
Oh, no.
there are 4 prisoners stuck at Alcatraz. What did they do at Alcatraz? I don't know. But they try to escape and it doesn't work and they get trapped in purgatory. And the only way to get out of purgatory is to kill Al? Or does Al... No, the only way to get out of purgatory is for one of the prisoners to kill the others. None of their names, I don't think, really matter, so I'm not going to tell you their names. But the one who was the most innocent of them all just had to kill the others. And that's purgatory. Welcome to purgatory. It may become relevant in Black Ops 4. Now we're on to Origins. And Samantha was like, I don't like what Maxis did.
I felt that.
I wasn't ready for that burp. Samantha said to herself, I don't like what Maxis is doing. My dad took things way too far. I should not have let my dad decide to destroy the Earth. So I'm going to go to an alternate universe where things are very different. Richthofen is a little bit younger and is not as crazy. My dad is dead, but we're going to put his body in the body of a robot. And the other gang, they're younger too, and they all happen to be in France on a battlefield in Bar-le-Duc in World War I. Remember everything else? Well, that was in the 1940s. Welcome to 1918. It's World War I. You have the Germans and the Austro-Hungarian Empire and the Turks, who are the Ottomans, teaming up against the Americans and the Russians and the Japanese and the British. I think the Italians were on their side in World War I. But those are your we're in World War I. And you can go watch a crash course video on World War I. But now we're in World War I. And so they need to free Samantha, who's trapped in Argotha. So they do that by building staves and going to a place that's very crazy and doing things there. And now I think for real, they free Samantha from Argotha, and she's ready to start a whole new set of things to stop Maxis. Because honestly, Maxis kind of fucked things up. Like, he shouldn't have ended the world. We need to fix everything. And so the first way to fix everything is to free Samantha's soul, I think, right? Origins ruins everything. It gets so confusing.
What about the robots?
Which robots?
The giant ones?
There are tall robots there. I don't know. Is there more to them? Oh yeah, this is a diesel punk universe. And so naturally, what do? They build giant robots. Like, cause and a lot of fog. There was a lot of fog in this battlefield in Bar-le-Duc. So picture this. Giant robots, fog, France, World War I, staves, and we're going to free Samantha somehow. They do. And that is the Black Ops 2 storyline.
Hey, I hope you guys enjoyed this third episode of the drunk history of zombies. This episode we did Black Ops 2 zombies, but next episode we're moving on to Black Ops 3 zombies. So if you enjoy this content, maybe consider supporting my channel. One of the best ways to do it is on Patreon. We have all sorts of perks like early access, bonus content, and I'm often giving away free things to my patrons. So if you want to get involved in that and support my channel, then consider subscribing on Patreon. I want to give a shout out to my top tier patrons: Bailey S, Callum S, Daniel C, David O, Jordan L, Juggernaut Otter, Caden B, Cassim S, Magna Collider, Martin S, Mike J, Moonboy, Nick H, and Sean R. Thank you guys so much for supporting my content. It means the world. I'll see you guys in the next video. Bye.